The device to test the level of harmful wave around the environment, you get close to that area where you have the map. It's very hard. Now, but the truth of the matter is that if you carry CLEP with you, or anybody carry CLEP around that environment, that meter will reach zero. You get the point. And then, in this our area, you have a lot of negative power flow. Are you getting me? And then, the universal life force, which is what CLEP is working with, is the life force that is powering CLEP. Now, the universal life force is spread and move everything clockwise energy flow, which is positive, creative. Now, harmful wave, satanic power, negative power, their energy field is anti-clockwise. Are you getting me? Now, if you carry CLEP, no negative power, no charm can affect you. Why? Because they perform all their havoc operating with anti-clockwise principle. But this one, CLEP will transform every anti-clockwise energy field to clockwise. So if somebody is coming with negative influence, that influence coming around where you're having CLEP is totally neutralized.
Doctor,
yes.
Is there any way, if one uses CLEP and walk through the patient's department in the hospital, will it have any effect on either the patient or the drugs?
Yeah, definitely have effect, but then you are not staying there. It's a short time influence. Now, if you have CLEP with you, most ailments that afflict people and destroy them cannot even touch you to start with. And even if by chance you mismanage yourself and attract a little problem, with CLEP technology around you, it helps you recover. Whereas without CLEP, the life force in you deep, and it's not good. That's why in my seminar I tell people, look, you don't need to die at 80. Barest minimum, if you don't want to live, should be 150. And that 150, you should be looking very young, strong and healthy. It's not whereby you carry walking stick and begin to manage yourself, your bending. No, it's not the time for that. Because it is just in my people are destroyed because of lack of knowledge, you understand. But now that we have knowledge on ground, that doesn't need to happen anymore. But if I go beyond that, if let's say armed robbers or some bad boys are around wanting to make problems, and you carry your CLEP, stay in your room and begin to wave, as you waving clockwise, it's sending out a positive life force more than 4 or 5 miles radius. So everybody around there that move into that area with negative mindset of creating havoc, they will be helped. They cannot do it.
Which means invariably CLEP can assist in security.
Of course, fantastic. If policemen want to invade an area, there are a lot of bad boys there, and then they go with CLEP. As they are going, they are waving CLEP. They will enter the place and conquer with you. Because to tell you the truth, where you have CLEP technology in operation, crime rate in that area will drop. Believe you me or not, one of the things that helped to grow a great deal is my presence here because of CLEP. We use CLEP device to charge the environment a great deal. And with this, the crime rate will go down. And if you pick an area in this country where you have a lot of crime, and you install CLEP device or people use CLEP device and charge the environment, I'm telling you most of the crime will drastically go down.
Dr. Iikott, can you challenge, or Engineer Iikott, can you challenge the Nigerian police force to invest in this?
Of course. Whatever I'm saying is tested and proven. I'm not making an empty claim. What I'm saying is, to tell you the truth, some officers have CLEP.
But for security reasons,
I'm telling you, some of the officers that I have, they were sent to Boko Haram area, Borno State. Despite all the killing, nothing happened to them. They come back. They say when they get out of hand, where they are running, the child environment and take over, nothing happened to them. So, CLEP will help in the area of security. But it does not just end there. You have CLEP technology, then if you put water on this device here, this is called vitalizer CLEP.
Vitalizer.
CLEP. If you put water here and 48 hours, you start drinking the water. Now, take for instance now, you pick water and then get where you have electron microscope, take a look at the water. You see that you are not seeing molecules of water moving. But if you put water here, instantly, put sample of the water, take a look under electron microscope, you see that all the water there is sparkling with light. And it's not going to be sparkling with light just for a few minutes. Even if you keep that water for 1 year, you're going to be sparkling with light because anything you put here increases the rush in energy flow. You get the point? Now, if you keep water here for 48 hours and you start drinking the water, it do not alter in so many things in your body. And then you have some serious ailments and you're drinking water from here. I bet you within 30 days you see that most of those things will diminish and diminish. And I'm telling you the truth, when you always drinking energized water from tap, most ailments cannot come near you, and those that were within operating within your body will begin to improve. One of the things is begin to set up the detoxifying process as well as rebalance the energy field of your body system, where lines of energy flow that were blocked will begin to open up under the influence of the water discharging from here. And then with that, you see that the whole of your body is getting totally transformed by drinking water from here. So we've carried out a test whereby some people get in here and then they pick water from here and then try to nourish their farm. They were shocked to see that the farm that was nourished, watered with water from here, received almost 7 times faster growth than the one that was not watered with the energized water. And this has a lot of advantage. Like a lot of people in town and outside, it's something every family should have, because this can serve untimely death in your family. It's not, and you keeping it in your house. This one here is designed so that the radius of influence wherever you keep it is more than 1 mile radius. So it's not just for your use alone. As you keep it in your house, negative influences cannot operate around that environment because of the strong positive energy. So there are a lot this can do. And then we also have Agri Vitalizer Club, entire club. And this one, Agri Vitalizer Club, is designed so that we design it strictly for agriculture. This is how it is. If you use it in your farm, all you need is water to just water the plant. You don't need
Doctor, do you bury it or sustain
if you're using greenhouse, maybe if the farm is multi-level, you can just put something there and then put it up to the level of the last. Otherwise, if you are operating on a bed of primitive agriculture, where you plant in the soil, you bury it. And when we developed this, we were curious because we know that the life force flow here, this one here, if you bury it in the farm, it goes more than 500 meters radius, the influence. And within that radius, you don't need fertilizer. Why? Because this is, it has a transmutating ability. Let's say you have only carbon available here, and you are planting right there. You bury this in that place. This has the ability to transform carbon to magnesium to potassium, phosphorus, nitrogen. Are you getting me? So when we developed this, we were particularly interested in going to plant in a soil with the lowest nutrient density. But surprisingly, we went to some place with cassava, have a yellow with green. You know that the nutrient density is nothing to write home about. And you bury this. Within 2 weeks, you see the leaf transforming to deep green. You know what happened? Where is this thing coming from? And then we tested the soil sample, but at the end of it, when harvest comes, you pick fruit or whatever you're planting into lab, you see that it will have the highest density of what that person is supposed to produce.
Yes, doctor, you have now touched a very sensitive area.
Yeah.
What is the essence of fruits in man's life? Can you speak briefly? Because
Food.
most of your fruits.
Fruit.
Yes.
Okay. Now, when you're talking of food, you have food.
No, fruits.
I know.
Okay.
That's why let me go in that way so that you get it better. Now, when you're talking of food, what's supposed to be food? Food supposed to do what? Nourish, alkali, detoxify, energize, and regenerate your body. Are you getting me right? Nourish, alkali, detoxify, energize, and regenerate your body. That rebuild, that reconstruction process, regeneration process is constantly going on. Then, how healthy you are and how long you live is a function of, are you eating things that meet the 5 criteria? Now, to tell you the truth, the only thing that meet the 5 criteria is fruit and raw vegetables. Are you getting me? So if you wake up, you're drinking tea, bread, eating all the junk and cook food 2-4-7, you cannot last and you cannot be very healthy. Because the toxic waste piling up in your body, you will be able to detoxify it. Are you getting me right? Now, but fruit is able to nourish, alkali, detoxify, energize, and regenerate your body consistently. I don't wake up in the morning and go take tea and bread. No. I don't wake up and eat cooked food. No. I start my day with energized water. After that, the next thing I take is food. Most of the days before I take cooked food is from 3 p.m. So, fruit is what was designed for us. Okay, if you look at it, follow the history of humanity. When did we start eating cooked food? It was after the invention of fire. True or false? Now, Adam and Eve and all those guys that were living basically on fruit, they were living 900, 1,000 years ago. So where are we going to? Today you process, over-process, you are killing yourself. Because the other day I was on radio. I said people have eye problems, different kind of health problems. Before now, is you hardly hear of diabetes, glaucoma, cataract, or eye wahala. Go to village school. I bet you won't see any of the child wearing glasses. They can read with their normal eye. But come to town where you have wealthy children school, wealthy people school, where they are schooling, you go to glasses. What the cause of that? Toxins piling up in your body. Mind you, you can have over 4,000 different kind of sickness in the